Hi everybody, I'm Lucas from Omnisend, and today we're going to jump into Omnisend platform, which is omni-channel marketing automation platform specifically built for e-commerce businesses. So first of all, I would like to emphasize that we do have native single-click integration with platforms like Shopify, Magento, Shopify Plus, and BigCommerce, and with any other platform, you'd be able to make API integration. So looking at the platform itself, if we click on the top right corner, you'd be able to see what is your current plan, when your next invoice is due, how many emails you've sent this month, do you have any SMS credits left, and of course Omnisend provides multiple store management. So if you have several stores, you just have to click switch store, and then you can select your preferable one. Looking at the dashboard itself, you'd be able to see how much money Omnisend has been making for you. You can select the time frame just by clicking here. And yeah, that revenue actually splits into campaigns and automations. The difference between campaigns and automation is that with the campaigns, you just have to build an email and select a lot of subscribers at the same time. And with automations, every single email is being sent according to the specific action made on your store. So it means that it's way more relevant and way more personalized. And of course, you'd be able to see what's your total store revenue. That's how you can actually compare how Omnisend is performing. So clicking on the audience, you'd be able to see that all of those contacts have been pulled from your platform because of the integration. And if you would like to import more additional contacts, if you have migrated from MailChimp or from other ESP, you just have to click imports and then select add contacts, and you'd be able to select the way how you would like to import them. If it's MailChimp, you just have to generate API key, paste here, and that's it. You'd be able to import as well via file, Excel, CSV, or just copy paste from Excel. So once you do that, you just have to, all of those contacts will appear here. And if you would like to make some segments, slice and dice those people into different categories, you just have to click on create segment. And then you can actually segment your people according different channels, according to the shopping behavior, whether they placed an order, whether they purchased from specific category, whether they have opened an email, clicked an email, their demographic data, where they're coming from, their zip code, their gender, plenty of stuff. So quickly, I'm going to show you how it is simple to do that. So you just have to click, email channel is subscribed. I'm going to add additional rule, for example, placed order in the last 300 days. And yeah, basically the number is 759. And if I'm going to change the conjunction between these two rules from or to and, the number will actually decrease because every single customer in this segment has to match both of those rules. Okay. And if I'm going to click on or, the customer, in order to be here, the customer has to match either or these rules. So, and if you click on save segment, you'd be able actually to, name the segment. And once you do that, when the new customer will be added to your Omnisend platform, and if that new customer will start meeting both of those rules, he or she will be automatically added to this segment as well. So moving on to the forms. Yeah, forms is basically a way how you can actually convert page visitors to subscribers. And you can do that very simply just by clicking on create form. So there are 4 types of forms. So pop-ups, wheel of fortune, sign-up box, landing pages. I'm gonna go to pop-ups because it's the most popular one. So first of all, you just have to select the template, the topic. And while you're gonna be changing the topics, the copies in the pop-up itself are gonna be changing as well. Okay, so I'm gonna select discount offer. I'm gonna select the layout, for example, image right, select the theme, click on edit content. And yeah, you'd be able to import your logos, images, change the headline text. You'd be able to ask for phone number. You can add some additional fields like gender or, country, gender. And what is most important that you can even ask some, like custom properties, custom data fields. Basically, what's your favorite color? What's your shoe size? It purely depends on what you're doing on your business. But yeah, you'd be able to do that. And I'm gonna ask the birthday as well. And if you'd like to, change the design, customize the pop-up, you just have to click on design, click on customize theme, and you'd be able to, change the fonts, colors, lines, buttons, you name it. You'd be even able to, add your custom CSS. And yeah, once you finish with that, you just have to click save and proceed, and you'd be able to, put a tag on those people, so you'd be able to know, which pop-up specific customer is coming through. You'd be able to change the timing, schedule when the form should appear. So you can click, you can select show form after the user spends 8 seconds on your page, and show form when a visitor tries to leave your store. That's actually is the most popular option among our customers. And you'd be able to, select the targeting, targeted by page or targeted by part of URL. So the pop-up will appear only on dedicated pages. I'm gonna leave it blank. And yeah, you'd be able to actually indicate when will the form be displayed again for the non-subscribers visitors. It can be, after 1 day, after 1 hour. And if you click on save and proceed, save and enable, the pop-up will start running on your store automatically, instantly, without any further coding and touches. So just like that, you'd be able to enable the pop-up. So yeah, let's move to another part, which is called automations. So automation is the place where all the magic actually happens. So to make a workflow, you just have to click new workflow, and you'd be able to see 4 different categories that actually represent customer journey, starting from subscriber, shopper, buyer, and repeat buyer. And repeat buyer is the category where actually we try to close that loop of the customer journey. So we try to attract existing customers to buy from us again. And by clicking on each of the category, you'll be able to see that Omnisend is able to provide automation workflow templates. So you don't have to build sophisticated templates by yourself, by your own, from the scratch, because Omnisend is already, providing those the best use cases, the best workflow templates for you to be easier to actually, start working with the automation platform. And welcoming emails, product abandonment, abandoned cart, auto confirmation, which actually has the highest open rates, approximately 95%, and then cross-selling customer reactivation emails that are really crucially important as well, because you'd be able to actually suggest related products based on what has been bought before by your customers, and then re-engage with your past customers by sending an email to those customers who haven't been on your store for the last 15, 30 days. So I'm going to click on abandoned cart, which is the most popular automation. And first of all, you can see how many customers have entered the workflow, how many customers right now are in the workflow, and how many customers have exited. And if I'm going to click on edit workflow, so yeah, you'd be able to see that there is a trigger, there is a delay, email, those workflow steps. So yeah, you can actually customize the trigger itself. It's pretty easy to do. You'll be able to see that you have plenty of options that you can choose from. You can customize delay, you can even delete that as well. And yeah, so it is super important to mention that Omnisend is all about omni-channel presence. So you'd be able to integrate more than 1-2 communication channels into the same automation workflow. And you can do that very simply just by clicking on plus sign, and then you can, for example, add Facebook Messenger together with an email. Then, let's import a delay. Let's select, for example, push notification together with an email, and then, SMS message, which would be the last one. And, the most beautiful part of this automation is that if the customer actually buys something from your store after receiving first email together with Facebook message, the automation subsequent workflow steps will be canceled automatically, just because the customer has met cancellation rule, which has been set to order placed. And you can customize cancellation rule very simply just by clicking on here, edit cancellation, and yeah, you'd be able to select the same as trigger. So if we click on the email itself, you'd be able to see that, yeah, you can everything here is based on drag and drop principle. So regarding the templates, you just have to click on the template, so you wouldn't need to begin from the scratch as well. Click on theme templates, select for example this one, and yeah, here you'd be able to see that all of those blocks are appearing on the right section of the screen. For example, if you want to import your products, you can either import them through product listing, okay, just by importing all of those titles, prices, descriptions, or you can actually use product picker, which is the more convenient way in my opinion. And you just have to select settings, what kind of information do you want to pull out from your website. Just click on the start picking and you'd be redirected to your website. Click on the product itself, click on add, go back to the landing page, click on another product again, click on add, and then click on enabled, and that's it. All of those products together with their information in terms of prices, descriptions, titles, photos will be imported to the email automatically. How beautiful is that? So you can change the order of the blog just by dragging and dropping. You can even add a discount, and Omnisend is able to actually integrate with the Shopify discount section, and you can do that just by clicking on this check mark. And once you do that, you just have to go to the conditions, specify how many % you want to give for your customers. So whenever new email is going to be sent to the specific customer, the discount code will be generated not only in Omnisend but as well in Shopify discount section as well. So when the customer receives the email, he or she just can click on the shop now or copy the code, and the discount will be automatically applied to their sessions. And yeah, basically you can import images, titles, text. You can preview how does it look like on your phone, just like that. And because like it's super important that every single element would be mobile responsive, you can go back. Let's go back to the email itself. And yeah, if you'd like to customize the design, just have to click on design section, click on custom design. You can access all of the design options here, or you can click on the block itself and click on the settings and do the same things. So let's go back, and yeah, that would be it. That would be basically it regarding automations. So moving to campaigns, you just have to click on that, and yeah, in order to create new campaign, you just have to click new campaign button at the top right corner, and you'll be able to see that you can send email campaign, email A/B test, SMS campaign, push notification campaign. And we're just gonna click on email campaign, and here you can write the subject line, for example 10% for the weekend. So if you would like to boost your campaign, you just have to click campaign booster checkmark, and then you'd be able to write another subject line, which will be actually used after 48 hours if the first email wasn't opened by the specific customer. So if the customer didn't open the email, after 48 hours, another email with the second subject line will be sent only to that particular customer. Then of course you just have to write sender's name, sender's email address, and yeah, and then you can use auto post email campaign to your Facebook page, which according to our statistics has higher engagement rates. And yeah, you just have to click next step. You just have to select the template, build some content. So basically the same email campaign editor that I showed you in the email automations applies into email campaigns as well. In order to move to the next step, you just have to send a test email. And once you do that, you just have to select the recipients, whether you would like to send to all of your subscribers or to send to specific segments. And yeah, you can send that right away or schedule for later. And that would be it regarding campaigns. Simple as that. And yeah, let's move to the reports. So in the report section, you'd be able to see report for every single campaign automation and form made. And if we click on this campaign report, you'd be able to see how many emails were sent, what was the open rate, what was the click rate, how much sales it generated, open rate according to device your customers have been using, the click rate according to device as well, 24-hour graphical performance. And yeah, if we click on the audience, if we click on the specific profile, you'd be able to see every single information about this customer. So you'd be able to see every single action made by him or her. You'd be able to see what kind of products have been viewed, added to cart, or even purchased. You'd be able to see where he or she is coming from, personal information about this customer, how much money did he or she spend, what kind of task does she or he has, and yeah, to which segments this customer belongs to. And that would be it about Omnisend functionality in a nutshell. I hope that you liked this demo video, and don't forget to sign up for Omnisend 40 days free trial period. Goodbye.